Where do you get your confidence from?
My confidence comes from me recognizing that I have been through hell and back, and I'm still here.
Yes.
And if I'm still here, I believe that there's a purpose for my breath. And so I am confident in the purpose that remains regardless of what I've gone through. And so I lean into that instead of being just caught up in all of the shame that I once felt. It's about what is left for me to do in this earth. And I believe that it's valuable.
Wow. Wow. Okay, you said earlier you had a baby when you were 14 years old. Would you say that's a part of your journey and a part of your testimony today?
For sure it is. I did not know that. When I first got pregnant, I thought the worst thing that could happen is like, I'm gonna get grounded, I'm gonna be in trouble. That's how young I was, that I wasn't even thinking about the implications of what it means to be a parent at 14. And it probably took me 10 years of shame, depression, anxiety before I got to this place where I said, you know what? I have got to come to a place where I am not letting one choice define me for the rest of my life. What other choices do you want to make with the rest of your life? And I believe that that is where the start of me becoming the best version of myself began.
Woo! When you speak, it's so powerful and impactful. I watch her every Sunday, y'all. This woman is an amazing speaker and a woman of God. So you really inspire me. Now, you and your husband been married for 10 years?
Yes, we're coming up on 10 years in November. I'm so excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was y'all, do you remember your first date?
I do. Okay, so Jennifer, you have to realize, so you know, I had this pregnancy. I went through toxic relationship after toxic relationship. So every relationship I ever had was like a situationship that turned into a relationship, maybe, you know, maybe it became a relationship. And then I met my husband. We met through a colleague, and it was just business at first. And then we went out to dinner, and he didn't even know if it was for sure going to be a date. He was like, are you going to bring anyone with you? And I was like, no, I'm coming by myself. So he's like, okay, this is a date. He picks me up right down the street from here. We went to the Capitol Grill in Beverly Hills, and this was the first time that I had, like, he's opening the door, he's you know, bringing flowers, and he's speaking so nice to me, and like, this was like a real date. It was so restorative, thinking that, like, because I had this baby at an early age, because I'd made all of these choices, that I would never have like this fairy tale love. And here came this fairy tale love walking up to me saying, I am going to love you beyond all of the things that you have ever dreamed of. And 10 years later, he's still doing that.
Look at that. Is that how you knew he was the one? Like,
you know how I knew he was the one? It's because he addressed insecurities that I didn't even bring to him. I was at a place where I was comfortable loving myself and loving my children. I'm a single mother, this is my story, whatever. But he loved insecurities that he didn't even know existed. And I knew that that's how it wasn't just a romance, that this was someone on assignment from God to finish my restoration. I think that that's when relationships are the best, is when that person is on assignment from God to continue to help you grow into everything God's always known you could be. It's not about taking, it's about really coming to serve someone. And that's one of the first things he asked me on our first date, how can I serve you?
wow, Pastor Teray.
Yeah.
That's that. Oh my goodness. And together you guys have 6 kids. What's your favorite thing about being a mom?
My favorite, okay, so my kids are 27 to 8 years old. So we're like going through all the struggles at one time. But my favorite thing is for the older kids, they've like moved out, they're paying bills, and now they're like just so grateful that like for their lives and seeing them figure out what adulthood means. And for my 14-year-old and 8-year-old, I think it's seeing them relive stages of my life that were traumatic, but seeing them relive it in joy. So it helps me to see that like we're already breaking generational curses because they have more joy than I had in some of those stages.
I have to ask this. Do you think any of them will follow in both of you guys' footsteps?
I think that they will follow in our footsteps in that they will live a life of purpose. Now, what that looks like, I don't know. But I do believe that they're going to be light carriers in this world, like you are.
Oh, thank you.
If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.